Okay, so we're going to draw a character with having each part or a lot of different parts of the character set up in different layers. So I've got a layer for each foot, arm, body, head, hat. If I wanted for some reason eyes to be in their own layer, I'd come down here to near the trash can, click on the icon next to it, and I could make a layer for the eyes and so forth. To do all of that, you're going to need first to go to File, New, click on Screen, and the VGA size 640 by 480 is more than big enough. You can go a little bigger if you want, 1024 by 768, but I'll use the 640 by 480, and that's what I had previously set up for this. If you want a line of action, you can go ahead and make a layer for that, and I can have the head of my character looking over, and that eventually does get turned off. I can lower the opacity on that line as well so it doesn't stand out so much. Delete it when I'm done with it, but I'll leave it there. Then for the body, if I want to freehand that body in, I want to do maybe a pear shape. You're certainly welcome to do that. That's not bad. A lot of times, and I'll do it actually, flip it in, fill that body in, a little bit of green. I should have done it differently. I get that line around it. I'm not going to worry about that. And then the head I'll do differently. So I'll use my rectangle select, but I'll switch over to the ellipse. I really want the head on an angle there. I'm just going to draw it this way first. I am in the head layer. And going to fill that in. Then I'm going to do select, modify, contract. Go with maybe 4 pixels and pick a color for that. In the background, that's why. There we go. Then I can do select, deselect. And edit, transform. I'm going to do a rotate on that so we can take the head and put it sort of on that line of action. Oh, he's looking down a lot. Does need a neck too. All right. Then I do have an eyes layer so that at some point this character could get eyes. Probably want to do the black again first. Select, modify, contract. Just going to take it in 2 this time. There we go. Select, deselect. And I've got the eye, but it's kind of facing the wrong rotation, wrong direction. So we'll do an edit, transform, rotate. Not sure why that eye's looking so big. There we go. Sometimes I do put the pupil in a different layer, but I'm gonna just do that. Turn off that line of action for now. So I like the selection tool here to make my shapes. Does work for me a little bit better. See if we can pick up that green. Yeah, that is not what I want to do. I was in the wrong layer. I wanted to try and get rid of that edge. Whoops, too much. Probably gonna have to come in and paint that edge out because I don't really want the white there. But instead of doing that, I'm going to go make a foot. So in my foot layer, I'll start with that. Do straight up black. I'm going to fill that in. Then I'm going to flatten off the bottom of that foot. Maybe give it a little bit extra there. Later on I can come back and do more details if I want. I've got my foot. Select, deselect. And if I want, I could have duplicated that. So if I get rid of that other foot, I can right click and duplicate the layer. Now he's got 2 feet. That's coming along for the character. I'll stop there. So more parts, more individual layers, that's sort of what we want to do with our character.